Corner shatter, and try and hit this one. They know they don't have a lot of ultimates, so they need to make a good fight win here.
Oh, he got it! That's a nice shatter.
Guangzhou Charge versus the Houston Outlaws. This is a bit of an interesting match, LaFawn, because Guangzhou, they've only picked up 5 maps. Admittedly, 3-1 match, so they did get a win on the board. Houston, they've picked up 2 maps this stage. Both teams already eliminated from stage playoffs. They need a resurgence now so that they can go into stage 3 feeling good.
And whenever it comes to these teams, the only thing we can expect is, honestly, there is no expectations. I don't think you can have expectations for either of these squads, and that kind of reflects my predictions here, Paul, because I kind of see both teams each struggling on 1 map apiece, or 2 maps even, and I think I'm just going to go for Maximum Chaos and say 2-1 Charge.
I agree. I think Maximum Chaos is the name of the game, but I'm going to go 3-2 Charge because I think Houston will always push it to a map 5 and then always lose that map 5.
His ability to play so many of these heroes.
Yeah, when he swaps over the Tracer too, they like to do things like give him the nano boost. They really do rely on that guy a lot. Right now, of course, taking on that diva role, flexing onto the flex tank position. Looks like Charge going to be on the point first here. It's up to Outlaws to knock him off. Nice pin, actually. It was already a D-back on the Hotba, but that's an early kill on the flex tank from Charge right after we're talking him up, man. Of course, that's how it goes.
That's a good pick, though. You get Hotba on the outside of
Sound barrier now from Houston a little bit later. That's a decent shatter from Rio, but can they follow it up? The Outlaws right away collapsing on their prone teammates, protecting them. And now overtime. Charge trying to get in there. Happy is so close to the grab. Maybe he can use that to turn around, but they lose Eileen. Rio's not going to live either. Oh, maybe he does. Shu gets the transcendence off just in the nick of time. Muma down, but Kumat back with a kill on Chara with the self-destruct. And it's looking good for Charge. Just going to be 3-3.
I mean, that's all they can do. That's the thing about the Houston Outlaws running this lineup.
Blow from those orbs from Shu. It's a dangerous moment. Sound barrier comes out really quick. Gonna force the transcendence on the Shu. Hotba D-Mech, though, he couldn't keep his D.Va healed in time. And it seems like Outlaws just slowly but surely turning things towards their side. And that kill on the Happy should pretty much seal the deal. That's all the Zarya damage done. Just clean up now for the Outlaws.
Yep, and that'll be the first point. Flipped over to them now. Everyone else going to have to reset.
Moving with the virtual fishes.
Yep, Muma actually going to die right there.
Well, all right. Getting a little bit over-eager maybe to get some exit kills. That might be a problem.
You know, LaFawn, I'm all one for pushing for stagger kills, exit kills after a fight, get that ult charge, but I gotta say, Muma really wanted that ult charge.
I feel like he staggered the wrong team though, Paul, and unfortunately, it's not a good look. He goes a little too far forward, misses the fact that they all still have their resources, and the Charge punish hard. And Muma, a little bit flashy, but on the wrong side of things.
Team up to get aggressive here. They don't get any kills out of it. Now Muma super low, a lot of trouble. Muma and Boink down, and the Charge, they're gonna flip this point back.
Ooh, I mean, they had to use that trance awfully early.
Maybe go for a Hail Mary grab and get a couple fights and turn it, but nope. Not gonna happen this time. Sound barrier for Boink. Self-destruct from Hotba, claims 3. And that will definitely seal the deal for this point for the Guangzhou Charge.
On it. Hit at the right time as the barrier was melting away.
A lot of those shields, yeah, were taken off before the bomb went off. Play is great. Rio's back already, but Muma gets a shatter. Luckily, Shu there with the transcendence to try to keep people alive. Now the grab comes in from Houston, having to use a lot here, but it looks like they finally will get the kills required to switch the point over to their favor.
I mean, they had to give up 26% of the point, though, so they need to rally.
Probably will from Eileen soon. Muma, oh, Muma! Shu finds the pick. He didn't have a lot of health left, and I guess the Outlaws are just going to give that one over.
I mean, that's great value, right?
Yeah.
They didn't wait for the rally. They waited for Shu to get a pick. They used the rally.
Happy with his grab now. Shatter doesn't get a whole lot. Raucous with a nice pick onto Shu.
That's huge. They're going to have to back off right now. They might have to just give this one up.
I would. If I were the Charge, I would not dedicate anything else to this fight.
Yeah, they have a chance, but they need to preserve these ultimates because it's getting so close to the end of this point. Houston's trying to get the value. Can they get Rio? No, they're going to turn around.
Oh, they're going to turn it right around into Spree, who dies as he uses his grab. Hotba gets a kill on the Boink with the self-destruct, and Charge might turn this one around. That said, the Outlaws are taking it to 99%. So
rallies up for both teams.
Oh,
Nice
but that's a shatter. He did get a decent one, but they couldn't follow up. Muma down. Self-destruct coming in. Didn't get anything for Cool Matt there. He's in a little bit of trouble. There's a nice shatter from Rio. Rockets down. Can they preserve him? No, they can't. And now it's 99% for the Charge, and nobody from Houston around the Guangzhou.
We were just talking about how Muma was chasing exit frags, and it feels like he got his team all on the same page.
It's not a very fun page to read, though. It's all in Comic Sans, like 8-point font.
Oh, God.
It alternates between like pink and like
Oh, no.
gray. It's just not a good look at all. And Houston, they find that out the hard way.
I mean, I like the idea, right? You grab to try and get the final kills, but again, there's just no follow through. And unfortunately, Spree pays for his life, and the Charge end up winning the fight.
Houston, I need you to take a big deep breath. Hold it for a second, then exhale, right? Because there is a better team in Houston lying beneath. You just need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the advice. Calm down and play some solid Overwatch. We've seen it from you before in this stage. I just want to see it consistently, and you still have a couple maps left to show us some hope.
So they can sort of just play up front with this
Oh,
barrier. And
Happy!
Oh, boy.
Wow. What a shot. Just threading the needle onto Linkster there. Boink there for the res, but that's a statement to come out of the gate with. Cool Matt, a lot of shots on him. And that's what you do. The Halt Hook just sets up those great shots for the snipers.
I mean, Happy,
Oh, hello. There's a rocket behind you, and you're dead.
we had a lot of hype for Happy coming into this league because he is
Big.
a crazy Widow duelist. Like, his Widow...
Happy, you gotta love seeing this man on Widowmaker. He's become one of the really standout Widowmakers of the new players of the Overwatch League. He wins that Widow duel solidly, and then loses the next one to a mine. Unfortunate, but Guangzhou, they still get control of that first point.
For that opportunity. Now, there isn't going to be a Mei to punish them on the approach this time, or will there be, thanks to a sleep dart? Okay.
Well, all right, there's the EMP. Hits two people. Not great. Rio pops that Primal Rage. They're trying to make something happen. They do manage to kill Jay. They only need that one tick to finish off the point right now. Muma back on there, standing strong. Oh, but Happy finds Raucus in the back lines. Now Kumat throws in the self-destruct. Some of that damage may have actually been blocked by Linkster's ice wall. Guangzhou all over the point right now. Muma not going to last much longer and shoot unopposed up on that high ground. That's it.
Our first match today that you were going to lose all the games versus me, so...
What? No, I didn't.
Yes, you
Hey,
did.
they've nearly got it. 93% for the Outlaws on point A, but as you say that, the Charge back off, or the Charge caused Houston to back off.
I mean, this is just an insane defense by the Charge.
Yeah.
The way that they're waiting for their respawns right now is so good. They're giving up ticks, but they're not actually giving up the point. And look at this. It is another Graviton from Happy.
Let's get so many of them. There goes Muma. Jake already down two. It's going to be a Lucio 1v1 on the point to try to keep it alive. Boink in a lot of trouble. Rio comes in to try to finish him, but Chara does it for them, and that's Houston Outlaws.
10 seconds on the clock, you gotta choke at your opponent. You have the Graviton Surge, and Happy, he knows just what to do with it. A very aggressive Graviton Paul, and off the back of those kills, they prevent the capture, they tick overtime away, and they end up with a full hold on Hanamura.
Yeah, Guangzhou really leaning on Happy here, but it's a good look for him. They're looking pretty solid in these first two maps. They're up 2-0. They just gotta keep it rolling, and if Happy can keep that momentum in his pocket, it's gonna be good heading into King's Row.
Cool, man. Here we go. Now Rio in a lot of trouble early on, but they get the kill on the Muma anyway. Can they keep their tank alive? It looks like the Charge can as they start to finish off the members of Houston and just completely rock point A. It was over before I even started talking, man.
I like the call there from the Outlaws to play aggressively while they were spending so many resources to dislodge Spree from the high ground. Muma now with a sneaky corner shatter. Gonna try and hit this one. They know they don't have a lot of ultimates, so they need to make a good fight win here.
Oh, he
They
got
got
it! That's a nice shatter.
Bubble.
But the
He gets
Zari bubble
Eileen.
comes in, doesn't matter. Eileen down anyway. That was a good defense. This is what we're talking about. Houston, they're very quick to adapt on the defenses, setting up a lot of these trick plays and things. It works well.
One of the things that Reinhardt's try and do a lot is set up in sneaky places to hide for shatters, and Muma's definitely been on the grind for that.
Well, and what I love about this flank shatter specifically is his team is waiting around the corner to pop line of sight and protect him should this shatter go wrong. He gets it down and it works out so well. But the difference between a good team going for a flank shatter and a bad team going for a flank shatter is how prepared you are for it to go wrong.
I was going to give him extra points if he did a 360 shatter from the top rope, but no, Muma just going to play it straight up. Now the sound barrier comes in. Oh, wow. That shatter got blocked as well. Houston trying to push back again with the rally. Rio in a lot of trouble.
Nice
He's not going to make it out. They have been really taking it to Rio all round long. And now Outlaws with the advantage here. They lose Muma, but they've got enough kills that this should be where the payload stops. They've got the grabs.
Got the Transcendence. There's the Graviton on the other side. Transcendence comes in from Raucus.
All right, Hotman just trying to fire away as much as he possibly can. Houston's still in this one.
They got to stay on the payload. They don't do it. Hotba
That's
can't.
good. He's good for the environment. Except for that particular environment we just saw.
Except for the Omnic.
Sure, it's not going to get eaten first by Cool Matt, but we'll see if Happy finds the opportunity. Both Ryan's down. He's going to go for it anyway. Whoa, sound barrier from both sides. Hotba with the self-destruct and no kills from that one. Rockets, though, coming back. It's a traded, or blows traded between both teams, but Houston Outlaws look like they're going to be able to get point A here. We'll see. Maybe Charge will come back in, but don't know if it's worth it now. Yeah, I don't think so. It works, too. Transcendence comes in to save the day at the last moment for both teams now. There's a grab. Self-destruct's coming in. Sound barrier bomb. Help. Cool Matt with 2 anyway. And the Outlaws are right there. Chara with the kill on the Muma, but they're going to need a lot more than that. I don't think the Lucio and Diva are going to be able to do it. Maybe Happy. No chance. And the Houston Outlaws.
All right, Houston, you took a deep breath and you got your head in the game. You're looking solid again. Both teams playing pretty neck and neck. Whoever steps it up on Rialto is going to get themselves at least a good chance to win this series.
Your remaining matches just to go 50%. It is incredibly difficult to have that level of turnaround.
Right, when he healed out, there's a reload. Now Rio does get the nano boost. He's swinging right into the sound barrier, though. Oh, but that's a great shatter.
Oh, we got the mech. It doesn't matter, though. They still break his shield.
Wow, that's crazy. The mech didn't even fly forward like Kumat wanted it to, but they get the kills in the end anyway. Position, but maybe not. Muma tries to go for a big shatter, but doesn't really find anybody with it. Self-destruct coming in for Cool Matt, and he finds the kill on the Chara's shoe. Coming in with the Transcendence, they're going to try to win an aggressive 5v6, but with Raucus' ultimate in action, I don't think that's going to happen. Rio goes for another shatter, but doesn't really do anything for the charge, and that should be point B now.
And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, even Shu's Transcendence there. Chara was already eliminated by Cool Matt's self-destruct. So Jake pops the rally. They have to use a trance there on the
Rio, though, already super low. I don't even know if he got that shield. He got killed so fast, and Outlaw just kind of rolled through that one. That was a pretty ineffectual defense from the Charge.
Yeah, it absolutely was, and a lot of it was they didn't want to commit, so now Houston's going to come back.
If you go through all those tough matches, but then the very first thing you do is lose to the Houston Outlaws, then we have to start having a conversation.
Trying to set up control of the high ground there for the Outlaws, does,
as you do,
manage to get the Muma, though, gets flanked.
I mean,
and
just too much damage
by Happy.
Just too much damage too fast. He wasn't even necessarily that far away from the rest of his team, but that was just it. Spree now in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have his shield. Roasted by Happy. Might end up being a very quick point A take already for the Charge. That was disastrous for the Outlaws, because right now, that payload is going to get a lot of distance. Hotba ducking in onto Muma. Outlaws just not ready for the aggression. Yeah, you got to keep pushing the payload, but the fight has been won. They're trying to just deliver themselves point B right now.
Yeah, this is just going to keep on rolling. I love how Guangzhou played that aggressively. They know they have the sound barrier, but maximize the value you have. Kill them as quickly as you can. Happy's nearly up to his, though. Guangzhou looking for a 5-volt push. Houston Outlaws gonna be right there with them shortly.
Into overtime. Char coming around the back looking for
Spree's grab.
That's right, that is big. Spree loses a crucial ultimate. Hotba back in the mech again. They're gonna charge forward with Shu's Transcendence. What a shatter from Rio. Outlaws in a lot of trouble, but no, they turn it right around on the Reinhardt. Sound barrier comes in just in time to save Rio. Now Kumat dispositioned. Muma in a little bit of trouble. Needs to get down. Muma died with Earth Shatter. Oh no, he used it right as he was dying. doesn't matter. The Outlaws turn it around. It's just Chara and Happy on the point. Hotpa trying to scramble to stay on it as well, but he's not going to be able to. Houston Outlaws, they are going to tie this series.
One of the really cool things about the GOATS composition is that every single piece works together, interlocking in sequence. And again, Brig is a huge linchpin of this.
And I gotta be honest, I have not loved Jake's Brigitte play throughout stages 1 and 2, but this is a fantastic use of the shield bash. Rio gets a huge shatter, should have for all rights won Guangzhou that push and sent us into time bank, but Jake bashes Rio out of the pin onto Muma, saving Muma, delaying when he dies so that he trades for Rio, and then Houston stabilize, win the fight, and win the map.
This has been a really close match so far. Jake coming through on the Brigitte, closes it out at the end. Map 5 coming up, and as we know, anything can happen.
Eileen finishes off the turret right away. Happy in a lot of trouble here, trying to go toe-to-toe with Dante.
He can't hit the shot,
Inside.
but it does force a translocate, but
Jake.
Jake in there for the finisher.
Oh no, but Eileen gets him with the Hanzo as well. Charge. Nobody's been able to take control yet until right now, and the Charge do it.
Them off. Not an unreasonable fear.
Could be Rio trying to stay alive here. Now self-destruct from the Outlaws. Don't get a whole lot for them. Rio pushing.
Whoa! Self-destruct gets
2K self-destruct. Not bad. Rio with the Charge, but doesn't even need to hit anybody with it. Guangzhou, 95% for them anymore at this point.
Yeah, it's just in Lucio now. That's the only thing. Boink going to be coming back. Muma trying to get there in time, and they can't quite eliminate him, so Muma will not get there. Charge now looking to close out this series. Houston trying to stay alive.
Jake, a lot of trouble. He gets out with the translocator anyway, but now it's Boink on his own. Going to lose him, and it's going to be the Charge taking the point first.
Nano boost on Muma, though, so they actually have to leave the point.
I was going to say, whoa, there we go, Happy. Finally finding a pick onto Linkster here. Has to deal with Dante, and he gets him, Happy! What a shot!
You love to see those plays. It's good to see some Widowmaker again. And
Happy back on the Widowmaker and back to popping off. LaFon, is there any way to shut down this man?
I mean, he was considered one of the best Widowmakers in Korea, so the fact that he continues his shenanigans and reign of terror in the Overwatch League is not surprising. Dante and Linkster finding it out the hard way. Linkster in his own right known as the Finnish sniper at times, but Happy takes him for a ride. And Guangzhou, man, Happy he just turns it on, man. Sometimes that's all you've got.
Can't get out. Feels good though. Ooh, that feels good for Happy.
And all of this chaos means there's no pressure on Happy. They're finally just going to try and get there by using the Primal Rage, but he is EMP'd, and Happy now, once again, free to take shots with that Infrasight across the map.
It also means there's no pressure on the point either. One shot on the point. Are you kidding me? Happy's Widowmaker is insane. Shu comes back with some bloodthirsty support action, but it doesn't matter, man. That is the map.
Houston and losing in map 5. Name a more iconic duo, LaFon.
Jake and Junkrat.
You're not wrong. But Junkrat wouldn't help him win out today. It would be Guangzhou taking the map, taking the series 3-2, and putting another win on the board for stage 2.
And listen, that's that glimmer of hope to the 2019 playoffs that we need to be talking about now. At this point, they are out of stage playoff contention, but that end of season's inching ever closer. And if you want to be one of those teams in those finals berths, you gotta start putting wins on the board right now.
At the end of the day, it was Guangzhou Charge walking away with the win, but you can pretty safely say, LaFon, both these teams could use some work.
I think roster-wise, Guangzhou are having a couple of upgrades coming in. Nero, obviously coming of age, turning 18 very shortly. Houston, though, so many question marks across the board. Roster switches, hero selections, map decisions across every single instance, and I want to see them do better, but at least in this stage, it's running out of time.
That'll be it for the Guangzhou Charge versus the Houston Outlaws. If you like the video, there's a button for that down below, and if not, leave us a comment. We're always looking to improve, but either way, make sure you subscribe to Elo Hell Esports for more Overwatch content.